around 35 students were involved in malpractice. So after going through this one, I'll just want to, when I return to my institute, I just wanted to meet each and every one student. What is their thought process while doing all those things? Instead of complaining them, so I just wanted to find out the reasons. And also learning is not an means learning is continuous. By observing Ganesh ji, how keenly he has observed our all sharings, and he noted down. And when I heard my name after the sessions, I surprised. I thought nobody has noted my words. Then, so it gives me an what is that? It is an inspiration for me to be much more serious, much more contributing. So that that as I learned. And to conclude it, I have heard many names online. I know their voice, but after coming here, I am able to see and say, even in the for morning sessions also, I have called many people. Some of them are also here. So whether they know that, after coming here, I am able to note their names, those things. Together we can do well. So it may start with one or two. If we find that it is very much useful, it has a potential. If we understand that potential, so we can take it forward to the higher levels. So it will contribute to a better society. Through that, we can see that change what we want to see. So that is what my words. So with this, I'll conclude it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Arvind Bhaiya. And coming to the Usha Kumari Didi, you please stick on to the points, the experience and learned, major point, major takeaway. Only 3 minutes, Didi, please. Thank you, Didi.
Namaste to all. Actually, first pointer, inside the hall and outside the experience. Everywhere I can see that positive energy, every face, and that is one of the important observation I have seen. I can see that. I think similar kind of people, that is UHV proposals are practicing. These volunteers are practicing these UHV proposals. Another important point, very good hospitality arranged by SRM University. A big applause to all the members from SRM University. Another important point, from the sharing of co-explorers, and all the experiences are really happening in their own life. So that is a solution to other co-explorers. Just Ganesh ji asked that, is it doable or is it workable? I 100% said that it is really doable and it is workable in our own real experience if you are sincerely doing in our own life. If it is possible to practice in our own life, it is possible. And from this team, we can do a wonderful world in the next coming years also. This is a team, very good team. Through personal transformation, team transformation, then societal transformation is possible. I can see a big team spirit here. That is another achievement of this 3-day UHV regional conference. And another big takeaway, my own self-exploration can be strengthened or sharpened. That is also a big experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Didi. Let us call upon Anbarasu Bhaiya.
Sorry.
Good evening, everyone. My experience for this past 3 days, I got the opportunity to see the progress in the senior volunteers. They have started before me, and I could able to observe their comfort and state of being of the senior members. Many of them started before me, and I'm directly seeing it, and it gives me hope to continue this one. And second one, I'm able to see the complete picture of the possibility of how it can be done in the future. And the feeling of relationship, and I got the opportunity to see all the SR volunteers in person. So that one. And second one major thing that touched me, the presence of Ganesh Bhaiya and his confidence, and I see zero doubt in his movements and in his attitude, and Umesh Bhaiya, there is no zero doubt in them in doing this. It's the one thing that touched me very much. And major takeaway, before this, I have many questions like why we are doing it now, maybe at 2026, why it is not already established in the education system itself, and why Ganesh Bhaiya has to do, why Umesh Bhaiya has to do, like so many questions and so many thoughts were there. But out of all these questions and thoughts, I must take some committed actions by myself. That's the major takeaway for me. Whatever possible in my volunteering activities as a human being in self-development, and at the institute with the activities of the self, and at the participation at my family and all the levels. So my takeaways, the committed activities with these proposals, what I can do, I have to do. Yeah, that's the takeaway. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anbarasu Bhaiya. Kayal Vedi ma'am.
Very good afternoon. Actually, this is my first offline one. The arrangement itself is different, and I could have the experience of it. I could meet the people from different regions. Their sharings were really inspiring, and how I should take forward. There are a lot of teamworks, then a lot of work they are doing for the society. So how it could be used, how the SWR, they had contributed a lot to the jail workers. Really, it was all inspiring. And I could know that UHV could be done something for the society. And I could know a lot of activities. The panel discussion was really an eye-opening thing, and how we could contribute to the national building. And really, I'm very inspired by it. And I also want to be a part of it. And here I had a very good self-development, then the team development and societal development was happening in this session. And the arrangements were really good. And the mentors, the session with the mentors were really inspiring. And this is happening from so long, it is building so much. So I have a lot of takeaways, and now I'll be doing this in my college also, and I'll do something for my national building also. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you, Didi. So we thank the observations from all the regional volunteers. Thank you so much. Now we would like to invite our beloved resource person, Dr. N. Sunil Kumar Bhaiya, to propose the vote of gratitude.
One more point, Sonali Didi. Yeah, one more point. Next, I would like to conduct the next regional meeting or national conference in our own state, Kerala.
Yeah, good afternoon. Namaste. So, this SWR or SR are just for convenience. there is no Tamil Nadu, there is no Kerala, there is no Karnataka. But what I saw inside and outside are human beings. And I could see that as the volunteers meets progress, the first one which I attended was in Bangalore, 2022, April. From that to this one, this is my fourth volunteers meet offline. I can see that the feeling of relationship strengthens. And what I see as a society outside is now slowly becoming a family. That's what I see inside and outside the hall. The warmth, the experiences, the sharing, the content are very well enjoyed by me, and I can see that it is so with all the other participants. Through the keynote speeches, when it is Ganesh ji, Umesh ji, Rajul ji, Shamla ji, when they were speaking, I can see that they were speaking regarding me. And each and every word is connected to me because I want to listen to these words and I am cherishing those words. And I am very sure that each and every participant can see that these discussions are regarding you or regarding the participant. And we can take it with us for our continuing journey. I could see a few volunteers have joined for the first time in this meet. Apart from the regular volunteers, I mean regular means who were there, who have been there in this journey for a long time. Now, as I can see, I got connected to the volunteering part much strongly with the first volunteers meet in Bangalore 2022, where I met Umesh Bhaiya and Shamla Didi for the first time. I'm very sure that each and every volunteer who joined here for the first time will initiate, if they are not initiated, the volunteering in the online offline mode, and they will continue. So I thank each and every volunteer who come for the first time, particularly the effort taken by the regional coordinators of Southern region and Southwestern region. That is commendable, I would say. See, nobody is asked to participate in this conference, but we put forth this as a proposal in front of the volunteers, particularly those who are there in the nodal centers or potential nodal centers, and of course, the other regional coordinators. And there is an overwhelming response from them. So this close to 50 number of participants from SR, SWR, the intimacy among them, the strong feeling of relationship which they have depicted among them is an indicator of the continuing journey of UHV in the self-development as well as strengthening the team in the near future, and of course, the commitment for working for society. So we take it forward, this as a motivation for our own self-development and the motivation for continuing this journey to participate in the system, as Ganesh was pointing out on the other day in the keynote lecture, with a feeling of relationship, as Umesh Bhaiya has pointed out the previous day, with the same set of slides, but in a totally different manner, which is appealing to the core content of this volunteers meet. And also in connection with those projects and activities which Rajul Bhaiya has pointed out today morning, as well as the hierarchical journey of the universe of human values so far. So I place on record my immense feeling of gratitude to all my mentors, Ganesh ji, Rajul Bhaiya, Shamla Didi, Umesh Bhaiya. Then all the volunteers. I mean, I don't need to specify the names of each and every because we are part of the team. For this committed effort, now I can see that everyone has participated in this conference with fullest of their effort, sincerity and enthusiasm, that there is nobody whom we did not interact in the 3 days. Is it not? Inside the hall, outside the hall, at the lunch room, the tea room, in the hostel, on the road, while walking or otherwise. And I have seen like some volunteers like Usha Kumari Didi, for example, when they were walking, when they were in the lift, they were interacting with the so-called Gen Z kids also. That she was remarking that we are just remarking them as Gen Z as just kind of an escapism. We say that no, they won't improve because they are Gen Z. But it is not so. We have seen that as an example yesterday night when Diba Didi fell down at the dining hall after dinner. No volunteer was there near her at that time. No volunteer in this group was there near her, but a couple of students were there whom she was not introduced to. They helped her. When she went down with her knee hitting the floor, they helped her to come up. The plate from her hand was just like flown away. So they helped her. Then only Priya Didi, Manjusha Didi, who were there along with her, noticed that she is falling down. And then they went to the hospital. She is comfortable. As Umesh Bhaiya pointed out today morning, it is just something happened to the body and it is repairable only. Maybe she needs some rest. But during that time of taking rest, she can observe also. So we have been discussing regarding this, why this happened. Last time also when she came here, something happened that she fell ill. But we can see that this is an opportunity for observation. So each and every incident which happened in these 3 days, inside or outside, or in the hostel or in the premises of this SRM IST, is an opportunity for us to observe. That's what I see. Is an added experience in our journey of universal human values. So I thank the whole SRM IST for this. And SRM IST it has become already like a learning place for me. I have been here 1 week before. Last Sunday also I was here with Kumar Bhaiya, learning from him and other volunteers. UHP 7, part 1 of that. And within another 15 days, I'm going to come back with Kumar Bhaiya again to learn again. Umesh Bhaiya asked me, why did you register as for this workshop? For this volunteers meet, just now, a few minutes before. I said, you asked me, why did you register? To learn. And I want to learn further from everyone. So, many key takeaways are there, but 300 seconds are given to me. And that time is already over. Yeah. So on behalf of every one of us, not just from SWR alone, but on behalf of every one of us, I thank every one of us, including me, for this participation and for this enthusiasm, for this sincerity, for this continuation of journey in the self level as well as in the society level. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sunil Bhaiya. Now let me invite Supraja ma'am to share her feeling of gratitude.
As Sunil Bhaiya mentioned, after Sunil Bhaiya, there is nothing to talk generally. But just sharing my few takeaways. What I can see is like anywhere we are participating, working outside, but whatever we can do is like we can do it with the harmony within. Whatever we do outside, we can have harmony within us and keep participating outside. So that was my takeaway from this 3 days. No matter what happens, something goes well, something doesn't go as we expect, but that's completely fine. I can be in harmony. So throughout this regional conference, this was my experience. If something works well, fine. Not works, it's completely fine. If somebody is scolding, fine. Not scolding appreciation, that is also fine. So, throughout Kate Rich. Throughout this 3 days, I was checking my feelings with everyone. Like, am I seeing it like a human being, or am I seeing their, where they're lacking in a competence? That am I focusing? This helped me to see the level of, the feelings which I have within me for everyone. So that is helping my journey. And always I was telling I'm part of this SRM hosting this because I'm also selfish to learn with this team. So that was a good opportunity. And this is 3 meaningful days, I could say. We all would have experienced, and how enriching every time we were come together and share our experience. It is like not attending a session. It's like we all came together to understand together. We are all in the journey of understanding. And my greatest gratitude to the mentors who have come forward, because what I see is like Umesh Bhaiya once told when we were discussing about how to contribute, how much to give, he said usually the people who are receiving their hands will be like that. But it is like the people who want to give, you have to show, this is all I have. Please take it whatever you want. So that is what these mentors are doing. Like, I have these things with me. There is like, no, this is the hidden of some content, it should be only for me, nothing like that. This is all I have. Whomsoever wants, take it for you. So that, that this is the true meaning of giving. So that I felt in this 3 days. And also, one important thing I noticed is no matter what is the current competence level of any single person, there was not rejected. It is like an inclusivity of every single person. They are a new volunteer or senior volunteer, no matter. Every single, because they believe in the potential of every single volunteers who are sitting here, and they have that larger vision to reach it to everyone. So that is quite amazing, because in my journey, I can see, effort. That was my state before. Instead of putting an effort on that, I can put it in somebody. But I can understand, yarime disturb pannama, how can they, yarime vidama, how can they pull everybody together? This is the biggest learning in this regional conference, which we are learning from the mentors like Ganesh Bhaiya, Rajul Bhaiya, Sharmlaji, Umesh Bhaiya. They're always there for us, and that we should really have that gratitude for all of you. And leadership of SRM IST. This permission is just like one oral conversation with Sir Registrar Sir. He said, if you feel it's important, please go ahead. So I was so shocked to hear this. I heartfully thank my management who were supporting this consistently, because without their support, it wouldn't have been happen. So they are always there because they're thinking something we are doing. I don't know how much they know about this UHV, but they felt somebody is responsible, the team is working on it, let them take it forward. So that support is great, and I heartfully thank the whole SRM University and the coordinators, facilitators, regional coordinators, call and connect, calling every single volunteer personally. The whole region was running everybody, Sumati Didi, Geeta Ka, Lata Ma'am, Sridharshni ji, our Gauri Bhaiya, everybody. I may miss some people, but then all the volunteers were doing round the clock work. Some place design work has been taken care, documentation work has been taken care, calling has been taken care, well coordinated. And that time also we were checking our feelings. Is it like you have to do? No, it's like let's do it together. And that is helping all of us. How to be with the team. It's easy to collaborate with the UHV team. The experiment which we are doing here is really helping us. And this team which has worked silently behind the screen, who is not here, like logistic, technical, communication, food, every single person, many efforts are made. We have been completely sitting here with a smooth experience. It's all because of their quiet commitment which they had made. So I wholeheartedly thank Cameron, who was there with us in the Sunday also for throughout the day, and Codexo people. Sunday it is mostly holiday, but in spite of it, they were coming forward to help us. Huh? Saturday also holiday, but they are always there for us. Correct, correct. So my sincere gratitude and last honest sharing and so much of reflections. It's always good to hear all your sharings. So I wholeheartedly thank. These days you would have been utilized for some other reason also, like be with the family or going to some, but you have made a decision to come forward for learning and commitment and your vision towards this holistic development and bring it in education. So I could see all your commitment in this, and I hope you all will join our weekly meeting. We will be having a continuous discussion, and it is not stopping here. We are just tomorrow we're going to meet in the online. Today we're just closing up our offline session. Tomorrow onwards, the connectivity is still we'll be continuing it through the many meetings and discussions. So I wish you all a happy exploration, and thank you so much being a part of this journey with us. Namaste to you.
Yeah, thank you, Didi. Now let me now invite Umesh Bhaiya for the closing remarks. Over to you, Bhaiya.
I'm here to share my reflections and not the closing remark. Yeah. The two people staying under the same umbrellas, you may call them as a father and son, or husband and wife, or brother and brother, same sort of a blood family, or the people who are born out of the womb of the same mother, are also having difficulty to stay together for the 3 days. Extremely difficult. But, the two regions, the two different states, the people from the different universities, different colleges, different castes, different religion, different background, the financial background, educational background, could stay very comfortably for the 3 days. And, that is what I experienced in this meeting, all these 3 days meeting. Nobody has bothered about what is your position, right? What is your designation? What's your age? Do you have a car? There were no questions like this. There was no questions about all these things. But the questions were about how you are doing, how your self-exploration is going on, how come you reached to this exploration, how are you experientially validating all these things. So there was all curiosity to understand how the others are developing and how I can be complementary to the others and I can learn from the other. I'm sure, like when we came to this 3 days meeting on the day one, I'm sure that majority of us must be feeling very heavy inside. Heavy with that opposition, heavy with that anger, the jealousy, the competition. But I'm very sure now that each one of us is feeling lighter now. Very lighter. The reason we are feeling lighter is the focus from the other person, it has gone within. This lunch, Vikram Bhaiya was there, and Vikram Bhaiya said, it's a conducive environment. Yes, the education can happen only in the conducive environment, the environment of relationship. The environment outside we know. We sometimes call it the crowd, sometimes we call it the battlefield. But I think at least once in 3 months, we should spare some time for the conducive environment. Because this 3 days learning, the 3 days conclusions, what each one of us has done through the process of exploration within, these conclusions becomes very important to live in the society outside. And participating in that society to take it to a desirable state, which is a harmonious society. So some of the indicators, each one of us have already started doing it, and we are taking those indicators again. Just being aware of our state all the time. irritation, anger, uncomfortness, jealousy, competition, or stability, comfort, harmony, relationship, clarity on the intentions. We all are carrying these, indicators. And I'm sure that henceforth, whatever would happen in our family, as we all have committed to take our personal journey to the next level and our family journey to the next level. So I'm sure that whatsoever would happen in our family from here onwards, first we will do that exploration with it. That is it happening because of the other person, or is it happening because of my own feelings? If the result is I am comfortable, I am relaxed, I am in harmony, and still the thing has happened, then we need to do something for the other person. But if the conclusion is that, no, it is happening because of my own feelings, then we would do something for ourselves, our own self. So this is, I guess, one of the major takeaways I'm taking for myself. My feelings towards you all have developed, strengthened. Listening to your journeys, sometimes I became a little emotional. It was really kind of, when I was listening to the tough period you have gone through. And in such a tough period, you kept exploring. So from that tough period, you have made a shift to a very normal period. So that was quite, sort of an emotional listening to how most of you had gone through, whether it's a family relationship issues or whether it's a financial issues, whether it's a suicidal thoughts or whether it's a depression, whatever it may be. I know it's very difficult to come out of all these kind of things. And but each one of us have got the tool of the self-exploration, and this continuous exploration within is helping us to come out of all these things. I'm sure that most of us sitting here are not seeking solutions for our problems now. But most of us who are sitting here are seeking the help to resolve within us now. Because each one of us has understood this problem-centric approach is not going to work. But I need to have that solution-centric approach. I need to be the solution and not a problem solving my problems. So that all-time solution is the feelings of relationship. And I'm sure that, we'll go with this all-time solutions from this 3 days meet. At least I have taken this as a takeaway for me, to go with this all-time solution of feeling of relationship. And very interesting things, it is designed like that. If you look at the whole existence, it is designed like that. It is so beautiful things, right? We do not have to create anything. We do not have to construct anything. What do we need to do? We just need to observe, appreciate, and live. And that observation and appreciation can happen by strengthening this awareness within. So that continuous awareness, morning exercises are helping us. The morning sessions are helping us. The self-development meetings are helping us. The team development meetings are helping us. So all these things has happened, right? I don't know whether, but sometimes, we say it's a destiny. So I really sometimes feel that all this journey, what we have traveled, is it really possible only with our efforts? And then my answer comes no. Because, human being alone cannot put all these efforts and can take a journey in so many less period of years to this level. So it's a destiny, right? It's a destiny. It has to be happen. But it's good that we are doing our self-intervention into it to make it happen. Whether you are aware of you or whether you are not aware of you. Someday, you are going to be in the state of harmony. But it may take a long time, and we do not have time now, right? The conditions are there at the level of individuals or family or the nations or the world as such, right? The conditions are very horrible. But at the same time, the solution is very powerful. And with these powerful solutions, we can overcome that conditions very easily. And that is what, I'm taking a takeaway, listening to each of, your sharings and even my own reflections during these things. So I was continuously observing my feelings again towards each one of you, was able to, feel that most of the time I was quite stable within, right? Maybe few times my feeling got little fluctuated. Listening to the sharing, I became emotional. And I know that getting emotional listening to someone is not a solution, right? I need to do something for that. So that's the solution. So this is one of the area I think I need to work upon. And I will definitely try to work upon that area. Thank you so much on behalf of everyone. So basically, as we always express our gratitude to everyone and everything, so gratitude to that, the coexistence which is there already in the form of existence. Gratitude to all the great beings who have realized this existence within, and they are continuously helped us and helping us to understand this existence. Gratitude towards the nature, gratitude towards the every element of the nature, gratitude towards every human being, and the gratitude to you all. So thank you so much for being here, and we'll continue our journey together. I think one of the suggestions I would like to have, and for me also, I do it, but I want to strengthen that. Like whenever you go to some other city and our volunteer is there, make sure that you will meet the volunteer, right? Maybe for 5 minutes, maybe for 10 minutes, right? If you're passing a city or if you're going to a city, ask the regional coordinator, ask someone, is there anybody in Madurai? I'm going to Madurai, right? And just spend 2 minutes, just spend 5 minutes. See, these face-to-face interactions basically strengthen our feelings with the other. And with the face-to-face interactions only, we understand the other very well. So we are having a continuous online interactions. But I think from that COVID period, we have already moved out. So from online, now we need to focus more on the face-to-face. And this face-to-face is a good practice. And this is one of the things we can do. Like whenever we are traveling to some city, whenever we are traveling to some state, just do a little bit of search that is there any volunteer in that particular state or particular city? Is it possible to meet the volunteer for 5 minutes maybe? Maybe you can call him somewhere, stand at a chai wala tree, street even, have a cup of tea, talk to each other, hug each other, shake hand with each other, and that's all. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you so much. Kindly gather